Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 99. What do you have on the menu today, Coach? First of all, I'm going to talk about the three different HABS prospects need to step up for the benefit of their career. Then I'm going to talk about the LOGAN MILESTONES stay in Montreal, how benefit it is for him. Then the goaltender, Jake Allen, trade or no trade. Finally, we're going to go back talking about the World Junior Championship update. And finally, at the end, of course, the NHL news around the league. So don't go nowhere. But before we start, of course, we need to invite you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Click on the likes and finally leave me a comments about the episode number 99. Let's dive in and talking about the first subject of the day. So today, guys, I want to talk about three HABS prospects who they need to step up for the benefit of their career. First of all, Mattias Nylander, draft third round in 2019. He had a bad year last season with many injuries. And he was like a yo-yo. Came to from Sweden to play for the Montreal Canadiens. Did not play well, got hurt. Went to the Laval Rocket, got hurt. Did not do well over there. Returned to Sweden to play for Finland. Again, concussion over there. Missed many games. Finally, at the end of the year, returned with the Laval Rocket for the playoff. Again, another concussion. And that's what he is right now on his situation. So Nylander joined that time. You have Justin Barron joined the Montreal Canadiens. Jordan Harris now, he played with the Montreal Canadiens. Now we have Caden Cooley could become another asset for the Montreal Canadiens. To be a part of the roster is really more difficult. And if you want to be a part of the Montreal Canadiens a long term, this year is really important for him. The next player, guys, is Joel Testel. Never been drafted in NHL. Signed with the Montreal Canadiens, went to the Laval Rocket. And the 23 years old have a really bad injury last season. For me, this year is really where he needs to figure out, okay, what is he with his career and as a hockey professional. If you want to be a part of the Montreal Canadiens and play NHL, it's really important for him to have a great main camp. Finally, my third player I want to talk about is Danny Fairbrother. Same situation with Nylander, another left defenseman, was drafted at the same year, same round like Nylander. Been with the Laval Rocket now for over 2 years. And year after year, he's going down on the prospect players on the left defenseman with Montreal Canadiens now, with many other players join this organization. So for him to stay in this race, to have possible to play in NHL, he needs to step up, have a great year for the upcoming season, and show the Montreal Canadiens is maybe a part of the solution for them. So three players they have to step up, I believe, for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming year: Mattias Nylander, Joel Testel, and Danny Fairbrother. Let's move on for the next subject of the day. Talking about prospect, let's talk about LOGAN MILESTONES. First of all, LOGAN stayed in Montreal all summer. He participated alone of the rookie development camp July, but he could not participate because of his shoulder injury. But he got a couple of sessions with the Montreal Canadiens hockey coach development. He hanging around here. First of all, he is with Zuski and Anderson, participates from different events for the Montreal Canadiens. Both players for the Montreal are ex-London Knights, where already MILESTONES play for them under the direction of Dale Hunter and Mark Hunter. It was great for him to be a part of around the Montreal Canadiens during the summer. Finally, he became a speaker at the Respect Consent. It's a new organization about players have bad behavior, everything like that, and he have a chance to speak for them to have some kind of prevention for the younger players about their choice and to be sure they do the right things in life, become a better human being. So great to see that for Logan Mailloux. And then finally, we have to add this one is about, he have no contract yet. Montreal Canadiens can use said at the beginning of June. We have to wait a little bit longer about Logan Mailloux, how he is with his development and his progression with his strength program he have to follow. I really believe this is going in the right direction for Logan Mailloux to have a contract at some point by the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on, guys, to the next subject of the day. The next subject I want to talk about, guys, is Jake Allen. Why you want to talk about him? Because they have a lot of rumor about Jake Allen. Trade or no trade for the Montreal Canadiens. Can use take advantage of the situation around the league to have a better deal for Jake Allen. First of all, your different team in NHL are looking for goaltender. The Vegas Golden Knights just lost Leonard. Philadelphia have only Carter Hart and as a goaltender. Dallas Stars did not sign yet Jake Ottinger. And then Arizona have only one goaltender over there. So right now, some teams are looking for the goaltender before the season starts. And that's maybe increasing the value Jake Allen. Of course, Montreal have to see what's happening with Carey Price. Is it better for Montreal with the team they have to play with Price and Allen? Allen become UFA next season. So at some point, Montreal can maybe not afford to get him at $4.5 or $5 million per year if you have an amazing great year under the Montreal Canadiens. Possible to get a first-round pick or a great prospect in return. That's maybe the right time for the Montreal to trade Jake Allen. If Montembeault and Price is good enough, can we go with Primo at some point? Those questions is really what Ken Hughes need to figure out. But for me, if you have a right time, the best time is maybe now. Trade Jake Allen and to get a first-round pick. Imagine Montreal Canadiens with 3 first-round picks for the draft 2023. And we know that draft is a solid one. Is a great one. I think Montreal could take advantage of the situation around the league at that moment for its friend team are looking for a goaltender. Let's move on, guys, for the next subject of the day. Here we go, guys. Time to talk about the World Junior Championship 2022. Some update. 3 games yesterday during this tournament. We have, first of all, USA, Finland, and Latvia win their game yesterday. First of all, let's talking about the USA win 3-2 against the Sweden. Great game. If you watch the game, this game, it was 3-0 for Team USA. Sweden scored about 9 minutes remaining at the end of the game. Then add another goal on the power play about 2 minutes remaining at the end of the game. They played 6 versus 5, removed the goaltender, but not good enough to get that game in overtime. And USA win by a score of 3-2. Let's move on to the game Finland. Easily game for them. Finland beat Slovakia by a score of 9-3. Finally, we have a surprise game where now the Latvia beat Czechia by a score 5-2 and make Latvia for the first time in their history to participate at the quarter-final of the World Junior Championship. Great performance of them. The captain for Latvia have 3 points, 2 goals, 1 assist. More game for today at the World Junior Championship. Canada return on the ice, play against Finland. This is a really important game for Canada. The winner of this game is going to finish first in the Group A. And of course, tomorrow we're going to come back to give you all the update, what happening during the World Junior Championship. Let's move on to the last subject of the day. Not many news around the NHL, guys, but I want to talk about some a subject where maybe some of you did not know. So I want to talk about the NCAA deadline today. So what you talk about? So if a players got drafted by any team in the NHL and that player go to play an NCAA, until he play on that team, he cannot sign a contract until he complete his graduation or he decide to leave the team and sign a contract with NHL. So they have 4 years to play an NCAA. And to do this what I'm talking about. Because the COVID-19, they extend an extra year for any players play NCAA, so they can complete 5 years. But now, the August 15, like today, this is the deadline to sign any players if they have complete their NCAA career to sign with their team, they draft them. So if they don't do that today, they become, honestly, UFA. And this is the list I'm talking about, all the different players, and I don't want to mention each one of them, but you can see what their age, what the year they was drafted, the position, the round, the overall, and their status for the upcoming year for each player. Some go to American Hockey League, East Coast Hockey League. They're going to have a possibility return on their team NCAA, but that gives you an idea where they at this moment and the team they are drafted by their players. So just want to share it with you. This is honestly a rules in NHL. So that's called a draft college player. Sign the right expire on August 15, 2022. And that gives you an idea how this works, the rules of those players. So here we go, guys. This completes another episode of the HABS Daily News with hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. We talk a lot about fun things, about the Montreal Canadiens, of course, update with the World Junior Championship and the rules about the NCAA player after they complete their 4 years with their team. Of course, before we leave, we want to remind you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave me below this video your comments about the episode number 99. And of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, blessing day, everybody.